So in this step, we're going to review the list of keywords that we exported from the Google Keyword tool and select the ones that are most relevant to the topic and also that ideally have the highest search volumes. Something to keep in mind, this is the search volume for the country that you selected in the keyword tool. So in this example, this is a search volume for the previous month in all of Australia. So if your target area is a smaller area than Australia, perhaps it's one of the states or a specific city, your relevant search volume will be scaled down accordingly. So what you can do with this list, basically it gives suggestions related to the keywords that you put in. So it might give you some different ideas of words you hadn't thought of, or it might confirm that the words you selected were correct. So at this stage, just write down all the words that are relevant, and I would also make a note of the actual search volume. So if we scroll through this list, because it's an Asian restaurant, it's quite easy to select the keywords. We're going to call it what it is, which is an Asian restaurant. But the insight that we get from the keyword tool is that restaurant, so the singular Asian restaurant, has 8,100 searches, whereas down here, Asian restaurants, the plural version, only has 4,400 searches. So it's pretty likely that we'll select the singular version as the main word used on that website. But if we keep scrolling down, you'll also see takeaway restaurant. Sorry, it was Asian takeaway, which is also a word directly relevant to the topic. It has a much lower search volume, so it's only got 590 searches in the previous month. But you can see the competitiveness. That is an indication of competitiveness for Google AdWords, but you could also use it as roughly a guide for competitiveness generally. So it's probably going to be much easier to rank on that word. So the good thing is what we can select for the restaurant owner is a phrase of Asian takeaway restaurant, and that includes, because Google reads from left to right, it includes a match on Asian restaurant and also Asian takeaway. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. It's going to be really hard to rank on the broad general words, and people's searches are getting more sophisticated. So generally, if someone doesn't find what they're looking for just putting in one word, they would go back and add a few more words hoping to find what they're looking for. So what we're doing with the keyword tool is picking the longer phrases that it's more likely you'll be able to rank on page one on Google, but also phrases that people are likely to search on. The longer phrases are actually called long tail keywords, and it's a really good strategy to use throughout your website.